when you enter DeFi, even as someone who's crypto savvy, the majority of the time you just get wrecked, right? It's just what happens. You either just like get lulled into this hopium dream of these like crazy APRs, and you're like, holy shit, I'm going to be like a millionaire in like 45 days with like 4,000% APR, and you just like ape into some absolutely ridiculous token, and it just like goes to zero because most of these farms are going to crash and burn fast, and you just get screwed. Or you're going to, if you don't understand that, devs that are malicious are out there, and you just take these farms at face value, maybe you're just going to like ape into a rug and you're going to get wrecked. Or you just have a terrible strategy that's going to just overexpose you to risk. And, again, you get wrecked. So number one, split your bags. Do not put everything you have in one farm. That is a terrible idea. Even if you somehow think if you put like all your money into one farm and it like 10x's, then you'll have like so much money. Chances are that farm is not going to 10x. Chances are that farm is going to just like be a tragic disappointment. That's at least how I go about my own risk strategy, right? I just assume a farm is going to fail, and I make a strategy based around the premise that this thing is going to fail.
Yeah.
Learn how impermanent loss works. This is something that a lot of people who are new to LP staking just don't understand. When you're sticking two different tokens together, like ETH and BTC, or I don't know, BNB and a native token, if something suddenly rapidly increases in price or rapidly decreases in price, it's going to adjust your liquidity pair. And so you're going to wind up potentially with impermanent loss. Don't just trust any dev, like I mentioned earlier. Assume everything is malicious. Just make that your default. Like assume everything and everyone is out to scam you, and make a strategy about that, because devs will lie. They're just some anonymous person. I'm just some anonymous person on the internet. It's just how DeFi is. You can't just trust people. These are just random humans that you're never going to know about in real life, shielded by 10 layers of anonymity. So you have to really be your best advocate. Start with a really solid, like blue chip like project, like PancakeSwap or ApeSwap, because those are large established projects that have been out for a while, that are honestly like connected to the real world in enough of a way that it would be very problematic and unusual for these things to straight up scam you. So start up on a very established large platform, or just watch them, just like hang out in PancakeSwap chat or ApeSwap chat, and just like watch, how these ape pools get added, and watch the interest rates change over time. Just like watch what happens for a couple days until you get like a pattern of how is DeFi and how does it work. Ask questions. So, obviously if you've been hanging out in a farm, ask questions in that farm's community, or go hang out in one of our chats. We have our main chat at RugDoc chat, and we also have a more degen chat if you're trying to figure out like strategy and other elements that we don't generally talk about in our main chat, which is safety oriented. We have a degen doc chat. So go ask questions over there. Someone would be able to help, or even better, educate yourself on the basics. So you can use something like our website to go and figure out, what is yield farming? How does it work? What is an APR? How do they change? How do you set up a wallet? How do you troubleshoot a wallet? Like all the questions that you're going to run into as a new investor, we are trying to make articles to deal with this. We also have a YouTube channel that does the same thing. So if you need to know how to emergency withdraw real quick, or how to check a contract interaction, and you're just not good with articles, you can go look at our YouTube, and we have videos on this stuff. And yep, again, like I said, assume the farm will fail, develop a risk strategy that accommodates this, and that's how you succeed.
Solid advice. I wish I knew about that a few months ago.
Me too. This is why I have these advice, because I have gotten firmly wrecked multiple times. Like I've seen plenty of people around me get wrecked multiple times, and we've learned, right? It was painful, but we're still here and we learned. And so hopefully it's less painful for people coming in now.